Hi, my name is Aaron.
Hi, I'm Zarin.
And we're here to talk about our modeling and simulation project. What we decided to do is we decided to model Kesha's blood alcohol concentration over the course of her song Tik-Tok. As you may or may not know, Tik-Tok is a popular song by the artist Kesha, in which the protagonist drinks a lot of alcohol over the course of a day that we judge to be from 9 p.m. in the morning, 9 a.m. in the morning, all the way to 6 a.m. the next day. And so we analyzed the lyrics in the music video to determine at what points Kesha would drink over the course of that song, and how much she would drink at those points. And then we used that to get a graph of her BAC and to answer some questions that we had.
So our focus was three-way. The first thing that we focused on was how her blood alcohol concentration, or BAC, would change if she had different amounts of alcohol. Our second focus was how her BAC would change over the course of Tik-Tok if she drank at different points throughout the day. And our third focus was at what time would she realistically pass out if she kept drinking.
So in order to answer these questions, we developed a two-stock model, where the first stock is the concentration of alcohol in Kesha's organs, and the second stock is the concentration of alcohol in her bloodstream. And so we came up with a couple of variables and some equations to model that. As you can see here, we had an organ processing rate and a liver processing rate, and used those equations to make a graph of blood alcohol concentration over the course of time.
So this graph over here shows our original model. It displays how Kesha's BAC changes over the course of 15 hours if she had 1, 2, 5, or 10 drinks. And the second graph over here portrays how our model compares with real data that we used from the 3-compartment alcohol paper. And as you can see, our model is represented by the blue line, and the real data are the red dots. And as you can see, our model closely relates to how the real data looks.
And so then there are also a couple limitations that we have with our model.
One of the limitations was that the question was based on a pretty unrealistic situation. And the second limitation was that we assumed that Kesha was 125 pounds and that she has a lean body mass. But this model could not be applied to somebody who was drastically different from her.
Yeah, but even with those limitations, we feel like our model does do a very good job of approximating Kesha's BAC. And so we're able to use that to extrapolate and to make a graph of her blood alcohol concentration over the course of the day over which Tik-Tok takes place. And as you can see, it kind of starts a little low in the morning, but then kind of jumps up when the party starts. And this is a really great graph because it was what we were looking for, and it gave us a nice sense of what her BAC would look like over the course of the day. But it raised a couple of questions. One of those was, in the beginning of the song, she says she drinks a bottle of Jack. She brushes her teeth with a bottle of Jack. And we want to know, that could be interpreted in a lot of different ways. Say she drank the whole bottle in the morning, then what would her BAC look like at the middle of the day and again at the end of the day? Or what if she drank none of it? And so we graphed the drinks from the bottle of Jack in the morning versus BAC, and looked at that at 2 points, one in the middle of the day in the blue and then one at the end of the day in the red. And we actually found that while it makes a very large difference in terms of BAC in the middle of the day, it has hardly any effect on the end of the day. So then that also made us think, there's at the end of the song is when the party starts, and that's where a lot of the drinking happens. But what if we were to change what time the party starts, anywhere from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., because that could be a realistic window. And then when the party starts, what if Kesha had 0 drinks all the way up to 10 drinks? And then what we did is we wanted to know, sweeping those two parameters, at what point might she pass out from her BAC going over 0.3, which is what we determined would be a lethal level, and she would probably pass out. And so as you can see in the green, that's when she actually doesn't pass out, because either the party started at the right time or she didn't drink a lot. But as you get into the dark blue, that's when she's passing out earlier and earlier in the night, and the lighter blue is when she's passing out later in the night. So as you can see, there is a strong correlation with the number of drinks and the time which the party starts and the point at which she passes out during the night.
So from here on, we would love to do a couple of things. We'd love to adjust the model to reflect an individual with a different lean body mass. Would also love to take into effect what it would be like if Kesha would absorb alcohol under her tongue rather than through conventional consumption. And lastly, we'd of course love to present our findings to Kesha herself.